this sport. Ohio State versus Michigan. The scarlet and gray versus the maize and blue. To many fans on both sides, this is a one-game season. Ohio State, of course, defending national champions, but Michigan has bragging rights. They've beaten their rivals the last 4 times. Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Wolverines offense making their way on the field to open this game. Well, Michigan versus Ohio State. Don't have to say too much more, but a lot was said after last year's Wolverine victory in Columbus. A lot of John Buckeyes eventually use that as fuel to go on and win the national championship.
Usually when Ohio State and Michigan get together, not only the emotions, but the line of scrimmage decides the outcome of the game. And last year was no different. Michigan, to their credit, Mason Graham and company, dominating Ohio State's run game, pressuring the quarterback, and that's what eventually led them to a victory. They didn't have a whole lot going for their own offense, but their defense was dominant. And the Buckeyes, in my opinion, I think they used that loss as a springboard to their next 4 games in a national championship. Cannot wait to see the emotions on this field and what the results are of this year's game.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And the Wolverines will have to punt this one away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Ohio State's offense gets their first crack now. Hey, Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best.
Aggressive call on the opening play. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. He's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the 2 schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. A deep shot to the left side. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Breaks an open space. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Nice grab. It's Simpson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Can he get there on the ground? And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Wolverines' offense is on the move now. Motion now from the tight end. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. It's a run. Running back's got it. Will not be brought down. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Toss play to the running back going left. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Handoff to the back. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And there's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. Makes it look easy. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll give it to the running back. A change of direction.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the run, it's Peoples. Spins away from defenders. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got the first down and more. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
First down here for this offense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Ball handed off. He gets loose. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Breaks free.
Boy, trawls and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
The Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Running back with the football. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 1st and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Here's the option play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Extra point try coming now. PAT makes the score 7-3.
That makes the score Ohio State 7, Michigan 3.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
That's good for a 1st down near the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Grab down the middle. It's Klein. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He's running out of time here. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this 1st half. The minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun 1st half to boot. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Wolverines will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. QB decides to keep it here. He finds some space. It's a fumble. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Gonna run it. It's Peoples. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Try and muscle for the first down. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
The Buckeyes will have to kick this away, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. Look out, room to run here. Quick spin on the run. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
To the air, it's Sayan. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Now they run a draw play. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, a lot of times you'll see a strong safety up close to the box trying to defend the run, but this time he's able to sneak in there and come up with a quarterback sack.
The Buckeyes will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. They've got him again. He couldn't escape. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far.
Michigan 3.
1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He hands it to the back. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a